What's up, everybody? Mr. Ahamad here with another edition of BookTube. Today I'm here by myself to tell you about a book that helped me make some personal changes in my life as both a human being and an educator. That book is Under Rose-Tainted Skies by Louise Gornall. I really enjoyed this book. It was suggested to me by my wife, and it was something that she really liked. So I figured, well, if she likes it, maybe I should read it. And it was awesome because as a teacher, I work with a lot of students who suffer from anxiety, different kinds, different types. And when they try to describe to me the things that they're experiencing, it just doesn't sound real, if that makes any sense. But coming from where I'm from, you couldn't afford to be anxious about anything. You just had to get up and show up at any given time. And you know, times are different right now. So when someone expresses that they're experiencing a situation that makes them anxious, it's legitimate. I didn't understand that though. So when I got to read Gornall's story about a girl that was loosely based off of herself named Nora, it really opened my eyes to some of the issues that some of these people with anxiety have to face. The reason why this book was so great for me was because it allowed me to get in the skin of someone who experienced anxiety at such a high level. It allowed me to see the world through their lens and their eyes. And it was scary, it was harsh, and it was uncomfortable. Uncomfortable would definitely have to be the word to describe much of this book. And the reason why that's so great is because it allowed me to alter my perspective and expectations of some of my students who are experiencing anxiety. It allowed me to be more empathetic towards their needs and not be so demanding. Like, sometimes they need space and they need to figure it out on their own, and you know, there's nothing that you can really do but be there for them and assist when they're ready for that assistance. I would be remiss to not note how wonderfully written this book is. I love how descriptive it was. The way that Gornall describes Nora's anxiety is just fun to me. And I know that's not good to say about anxiety, but it really allowed me to see how aggressive and how overwhelming anxiety could be. And that really changed my perspective on my students who experience anxiety and people that I know with anxiety, because it showed me that I was being inconsiderate. Like, my bad, everybody. But now that I know, I try to live by this principle that I learned in this book, in which Nora was talking to her therapist, and she said, you know, most of the world is compassionate, and when you want to welcome someone in and try to share with them the things that you're going through, you don't have any expectations. You speak, you teach, and you hope they learn and you learn. And that's the thing. That has helped me do well in my class. When a student tries to share something with me that they're experiencing or something that they're going through, even if I have no idea how to relate to it, I listen and I try to take things in and I try to understand. That allows me to create some common ground with them. This book isn't about teaching in the sense of being in the classroom, but it is teaching in terms of showing people how you want to be treated and how to break out of your shell. And I love this book for that. Even though I read this book a while ago, a lot of its impact is still fresh in my mind. I think that Under Rose-Tainted Skies is a great book for anyone who is interested in reading a young adult or romance, or for someone who wants to learn about anxiety. This book will give you that. It's very well written and it is enjoyable, despite the fact that it can make you feel a bit uncomfortable. I would have to say though, the ending wraps up very, very quickly, and if that was slowed down, it probably would have been just a bit more enjoyable. However, you're definitely going to walk away with something from this in terms of how to treat people and how to become more empathetic to those who are experiencing something that you may not understand. So, Under Rose-Tainted Skies is definitely a story worth sharing.